Today, we are ranking the best wingers in FC 25. If you're new to the series, we have broken, rank 1, foot champs, debatable, in the pine. You're gonna give me all your thoughts in the comment section. We support those, and drop a like for the YouTube algorithm. I just don't know that you're gonna get to playing her in many circumstances, and I don't mean that in a disrespect. The options are optioning. Adeyemi, he's got that quick step on a play style plus. He is zooming on the virtual pitch. Even at an 82, the foot champs might be low on that rank 1. Just overpowered, such important play style production. Garnacho, we'll give him an extra nod. I'm still here. I'm still here with Adeyemi. I'm still backtracking. Barcola is a talent, and he's likely to receive those upgrades. Gonna join Garnacho in rank 1. This is gonna be an early no-go. Stevie can't make it happen. I have been using her item, including the inform, might be a random stat line, in the rush game mode, which she was surprisingly pretty decent. I'll give her the debate. More of a center attacking mid than a true winger, at least foot champs, but I believe in a different position, I would have him in rank 1, but if we're playing him out wide, doesn't have the burner with the separation, he'd almost be best suited as a false narrative type of winger, which is not even really a winger. Chiesa for the weekend, no doubt about it. Pena, I like her. Knock that out. Coman, I am not a fan. If you've been following the channel, I am not on board, and I'm coming in hot fire. Diaz, Smoke City, rank 1. Debele, even the standard gold, I'd probably have amongst this group in the broken category. I should mention, we are not including icons, and we are not including heroes. Di Maria, I can do some things with them. Is that a crazy hot take? The skills allow me to still be expressive, but the talent pool is the talent pool. Diaby, that man is so fast. Just blazing. Diani, rank 1. Diego Jota, likely the best FC player from a professional footballer, but he's more of a striker. He can play on the left wing, he can play on the right wing. So we've included him, but if you're gonna go out wide with Jota, I don't know about that. Doku with the burner, smoke show, rapid. We'll give him the Debele status. As we do. Jules, she could end up being maybe a sleeper in form because you're not going to pay much for her. Endrick, there's no doubt that he will receive upgrades and promos and have fantastic items. Even his 77 plays better than the stats, but you should not play this man out wide. Phil Foden, best he's ever been for a baseline gold item. Can't tell me different. Caitlin Ford, 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. No one is using her in the game. Hopefully that doesn't come off too harsh, but to the pine. Frimpong, I'm conflicted. And for good reason. He's a fullback or a wingback. But as a winger, even though he could technically play that role, I don't love it. Still give you plenty of chase back. Just based on the players we have, foot champs is still where we're going. Martinelli, more of a true winger, but we're also going to have him in foot champs. It's joining a nice collective. Let us know if we left off any names. I feel as if the squad has forgotten something, but we did not forget the lighting or the microphone or the premium setup, everything from Elgato. If you want to make a pickup, it is linked down below. She is more of a striker, does not have the passing to go out wide. Jack will not shift the way that you're playing. Even Grimaldo at an 86, I'm not sure how you can use him out wide. You're going to struggle to use him as a fullback. It's not enough pace. You're going to be constantly in a smoke show scenario and not in a good way. Victor, if he was up front, I would have in at least foot champs, but he's going debatable for now. Hansen, brilliant. She's broken back-to-back years. I really enjoy Lauren Hemp. I would recommend if you're looking for someone for foot champs. Even Iñaki Williams, he's still there for yours truly. If you're looking at price to rating to output, return of investment. James is cooking, both for me and against. She's a trickster for the playstyle plus, super overpowered. Kelly, James, you could run that duo. She will also be included for at least the weekend league foot champs. Kvaratskhelia, weekend league certifiable, 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Not gonna have breakaway pace, doesn't have the highest of stamina. He needs maybe another upgrade to push him over that line, to give him that extracurricular, but I find him fun to use. If anything, I would prefer him to be centrally as opposed to out wide, but he can play as a left winger or a right winger. Our first major upgrade for the youngster Yamal, it's inevitable that he has more of these coming, and the 86 takes him to at least foot champs. I don't believe he's made the hop, skip, jump into that next level on the virtual pitch just yet, but he's cuspy. Lang, 5-star skills. For that reason, we'll put some respect on his name and get him into a debate. Lay Sommer, Do not play her as a winger. Even as a striker, I wouldn't use her then either. Money Mahrez, still fun for me to use. Does not give you a counterattack. Can work in the final third. We'll put him into the debatable for now. Majri, I would prefer as a midfielder. And I'm a big fan. I co-sign Majri heavily. She has the skills and the play styles, a lot of expression. I believe underrated, but not necessarily in this position. Malin will get you for the weekend. Still would prefer him as a striker, but he's part of that overpowered group. Mane is a surprise player. A lot of people did not use him that much when he was at Liverpool, and now that he's moved over to Saudi, his usage rate has even fallen off more. But I have plenty of belief and experience using Mane and comfort. I'm cozy. Llorente, it's a weird one. I definitely don't consider him a true winger, but he could still fit into a squad where I can understand his value. We're seeing a ton of 5 at the back. If I make that case, I might have to have some maneuvering. If you're new to these streets, expect a full review at the end of the video. We'll get everything lined up. Mateo, you could play. If anything, again, rather have her up front. Mbappe, he's going to be making appearances. It seems like striker videos and winger videos. In both cases, amongst the greats. Beth Mead, I quite like her. And we've had a good rapport over last year and then going into this season, but I would prefer just using her in rush. I don't think she offers the same meta in this position as it stands. Messi, another strange one. I've tried playing him out wide. He definitely should be more of a number 10-esque role. I'll give him foot champs, but I don't know if I can justify a higher position for Messi because he's not fast. He's not giving you that level of explosiveness, but his finesse shot, his creativity, his passing, the precision, the validity, the accuracy, that's all top tier. Ignacio, I have him. He hasn't touched the pitch. Neymar, disgusting. Highly regarded. You're getting a discount price, all things considered. Usually you would have to pay a much heavier Neymar tax, but with the trickster and the touches, the dribbling, it's crispy, it's silky. One of the best dribblers in the game. I'm taking him up a notch. I actually am having too good of a time using Neymar, but I have to make another category because it doesn't feel right with Hansen and Mbappe being in standard broken, knowing their levels. One moment. We've added a section called reserved, and it is reserved for Mbappe and Hansen, which also gives us more room or a larger realm to work with when we do the full review. Nico Williams, I would not recommend the SBC, but he is the real deal. If anything, maybe grab the 85. It's not a big enough upgrade for the price that you're going to pay for this 86, but Nico Williams, explosive as they come in FC 25. Frenchman, Bundesliga, 2-star weak foot, debatable. I'm being generous, perhaps. I'm having internal conflicts because as a striker, I would have her so much higher. She has rapid for a playstyle plus, the dribbling, the passing, the shooting, no curvature, no skills, no weak foot. I'll still put her in the foot champs, but it's a confusing placement. Cole Palmer, one of many, but if you're playing him out wide, 77 pace, not gonna love that. Christian Pulisic, killing the game. Put him into foot champs. This Rafinha is cooking to the top. Broken. All day for me. Reedon is rank 1 for now. I wish that she had at least a 4-star weak foot, but she's still a true winger with the passing and the facilitation, dribbling pace, all of that lines up. Rodrigo has been cooking. I'd be doing an absolute disservice to not have him at least rank 1. I'm tempted to even give him a nudge to broken, but we're wait. Rafael, reserved. Yeah, he's up there. Rodman, broken. Good luck dealing with her. Even that same Maximin, I don't love some of the price tags, but his responsiveness is crazy. Salma, this is wild, but she's a 79 getting foot champs. I'm standing by it, not changing it. Saka, Arsenal fans, don't come after me. He's going weekend. He's not quite there yet. 87, deserved to upgrade. He's good, but he's not at that next tier. I don't feel as if he's an elitist out wide. When I go up against Saka, I don't have the same worry or concern as some of these other players. Speaking of, Salah, at least broken. And I'm tempted. We're talking about that reservation. Sane, still got that burner. Xavi Simons, what are we doing? EA upgraded him, but downgraded him. He lost the pace, which impacts him dramatically out wide. We'll make a debatable move. Sophia Smith, transparently, I would prefer her up front. I think she still has to be rank 1 just for the talent pool. What's right is right. Swanson is smooth for the weekend. Trossard, who I have used. If you want, you can put him into a debatable, maybe should be in a pine. I still think there's confidence in those touches. He's not a traditional winger. Vinny Jr., whether it was the inform or even his 90 rated reserved, the highest tier possible for wingers. I would argue he's almost knocking on the door of that Mbappe with the breakaway pace. I mean, that front four in reservations or reserved or extra broken or just dominant on new levels compared to the rest. Sonaldo, prefer him up front, but he has to be at least broken amongst the group that we're dealing with. Ali Watt is costing you nothing, as in SBC, but to the Pine. Z-Edge with the 5-star skills, maybe just out of respect, and so we don't have to start another row of the Pine. We'll put him into the debate, but I stand by with debatable and Pine components. You're probably not going to have them in your rotationals very long. At best, you're going to have a super sub that could be on deck. Let's get into the review. I've been a little disrespectful. I don't like Coleman, but I'll put him into the debate. It's a rare movement to get out of the Pine. Otherwise, I think we've done what's right. Let's focus on the top half. Reserved with that foursome sits with me well, but we could and are likely to have some movement here. This man in a different position, we would have some upward trajectory. If you're running a 5-back, I can understand Frimpong being a little more premium for you, so we'll give him the nudge. I like Iñaki, but this is where he should be. Same with Kelly. Yamal is a talent, and we'll have those upgrades, but it's hard to argue for him. Messi out wide. I packed him, and I appreciate the good fortune, but I put him onto the marketplace after more usage because if you do not have a role for him as a number 10, a specialist, he's not a burner out wide. It's got to be a slow build-up. Granted, this game's not the fastest. It just feels weird having Messi in FUT Champs regardless of the position. Saka's going to be your big mover amongst FUT Champs if you wanted to get someone into rank 1. Diani's going up. She has been a marvel. Barcola also going up. I like Claudia, but I'm going to keep her here. The same with Garnacho. Nico Williams, we're actually going to give him a little more of a spread to go to broken. Having that rapid for a playstyle plus a 5-star weak foot. Again, I'm not co-signing this SBC, but this is not ranking based around price point or evaluation, just ability. I am tempted with Rodrigo to go beyond rank 1. I'm only allowed so many of those, let's be honest, but I'm so confident with Rodrigo, and it's because I packed him. I've been using him from day one. The Travellas are flying into the back corner, but I'm gonna leave it alone. We're gonna take out the bias. The front four, no doubt about it. Maybe some preference between some of the broken rank 1 and FUT Champs. We have a comment section. You'll let me know how you feel, and as always, we'll have a lot more content coming out ASAP.